Moments later, where am I now? A man walked out of the gate. Although the silhouette resembles a human, he is surrounded by red mana and has red eyes that radiate obscurity. He was donned in a strange attire, one that I had never seen before. Isn't that guy Asmodeus? Said the man who appeared as he looked at Taehyun and Asmodeus alternately. On the other hand, there was no movement from Asmodeus. Time has stopped its tracks except for the man and Taehyun. Ha ha ha. How could this? An ability that can stop a SSS rank monster. Taehyun remembered the explanation next to his skill. Create gate opens a gate to meet the king, 1/1. You can open a gate to reach the king. And then, the man who had finished grasping the situation opened his mouth again. I see. Are you a player, too? Yes, I called for you. Taehyun was struggling in answering the question as his mind was preoccupied in trying to guess the man's identity. Oh, my. These days, people have all kinds of different abilities. Is this also by his will? The man pondered over something, but Taehyun could impatiently wait. This is because although the passage of time has stopped its tracks, his bleeding did not. I feel like I am going to lose consciousness at any moment. This situation had to be resolved first before anything else. Hey, you, are you the king? Am I the king you say? Right, there were people who used to call me that. However, no need to address me like that, so just take it easy. What can you do for me? Taehyun guessed that his skill was under the summoning type. This is because gate formation is mostly auxiliary. It rarely leads to summoning. Why? Do you want me to take care of Asmodeus? The man asked back as if it were no big deal. Gulp. Without realizing it, I swallowed my saliva that was mixed with blood. A being who says that Asmodeus, who has been designated as SSS grade, can be lightly dealt with. Who is this man? Isn't that kind of boring? What? Now looking at it, you are not in a good condition. The man's red eyes met the dying eyes of Taehyun. My head throbbed for a moment as I started to feel dizzy. He could tell that the man was reading his memories. Time has stopped, but it's not surprising that he could also use mental skills. It's already a fucked up life. I don't have any regrets nor lingering feelings. I think what you are saying is different from what you are thinking. I express my condolences for your past self that lived with an unceasing will. What do you know? Anger swells inside Taehyung and tried to shout. The man raised his hand to stop my outburst. Good. It must be fate that brought us to. Now, I will use the power of the king on you. What? The power of the king? At that moment, the mana that came out of the man's body enveloped Taehyun. Mana mixed with red, blue, white, and black. No, it was a flame. It wasn't surprising that the bleeding stopped. I know that it's better not to think that such miracle will happen again. However, it might be helpful in your case, especially if you manage to survive until the day we meet again, dear player. The man disappeared after he uttered such words. With those words, the man disappeared. The gate also disappeared before I knew it. Hey, explain what you just said to me so I can understand. That man only said what he wanted to say and then disappeared. Before I could vent out my grievances and frustrations to the man I just met, the time that stopped resumed its movement. Even though I used the awakened skill, I felt no changes. The frozen Asmodeus resumed launching his mana and attacked Taehyun. You motherfuck. There was an overwhelming amount of mana directed towards him. Taehyun couldn't even scream properly. My consciousness. Then, everything fades away.